Alrighty then, everyone. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully you're doing well, and I welcome you to my gameplay stream. What's up, everyone? It's Tuesday. That is right. How you doing? Today is Tuesday the 19th, 2019. I don't know why. A few people in the stream chat this morning have been asking me, is it snowing here? No, it is not. It is absolutely not snowing. We, luckily have not had snow for a bit here. About a week now with no snow, which is great. And, you know, from what I've seen, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting much snow anytime soon. I keep checking, and at one point they said we were gonna get it, and then they changed it and said, oh no, it's just rain now. So I hope that stays that way, because as I've told you guys, sadly the people here are not equipped to handle snow. When we get snow here in Washington State, in this area, you know, I'm in a suburb of Seattle area. They don't even have, like, plows come out to plow or nothing. It just ends up being a mess for a while. And our community here was covered in ice and sludge for about a week, until finally we got some warmer temperatures with sun and some rain to wash it away. And that kind of took care of it this week. So we're good in that regard. For those who are asking, I don't know why people are asking. I guess because maybe other people are getting snow at this point or something. But no, we've been good. You know, we had the very odd week of snow for like 3-4 days straight, which we almost never get out here. And now things are good. Okay? So that is why tomorrow, Kat and I we had taking our day off. And I'll talk about that in a moment. I actually have to ask you guys for your opinion on something regarding the schedule in the next couple of weeks, because Kat's work schedule is going to be a little weird. It's not going to be like it is usually. And so what I'm wondering is what the best course of action would be. So I'll explain in a moment, okay? So anyway, welcome everyone to the stream. As I said, today is Tuesday the 19th, and we're rotating all the games around again. That's right. Today we're doing completely different stuff from yesterday, which I hope you guys are okay with. Metro Exodus, here on the first stream, 4+ hours of progress. We're already 8 hours into Metro Exodus. And so far, it's been quite the ride. It's been a pretty interesting ride so far, with the game going open world in certain areas, which is totally not expected, because it's not what the original games were like at all. And we actually ended up, the last session, we ended up at an open world area, a desert area, which again, is something else that Metro's never done. Metro is known for doing kind of nuclear winter kind of stuff. And now we're in a desert. So I don't know how this is going to go. What kind of creatures will we find? Mutated creatures will we find in the desert, right? Will it be different kinds or whatever? I guess we'll find out. We'll find out, okay? But, that being said, should be fun. 4+ hours of progress here today. Then tonight, I am returning to Dark Souls Remastered for a couple of hours. And that stream should be interesting, because we are at Seed the Scaleless, who normally is a boss you could pretty much just run behind and wail on him, dodging his, his curse-causing magic. But I'm in a situation where I'm a magic build, so I need to try to knock his tail off to get the Moonlight Greatsword. And all I really have is magic. I have an enchanted Falchion that does like no damage, so I don't know how the hell I'm going to get his tail off. People are saying, oh, just run in there and just bomb your biggest, strongest spells at his tail and see if the tail will come off. I don't know if it's going to. I tried a couple times. It didn't go so well, okay? So, I mean, tonight's 2 hours could literally be me trying to do this. I don't know how it's going to go. I might get frustrated and just give up and just kill the guy with regular magic. I don't know. We'll see how it goes tonight, okay? So that's going to be Dark Souls Remastered later tonight. You know, once I beat the Duke's Archives, then I'll move on. I'll decide, do I want to go to the Demon Ruins / Lost Izalith? Or do I want to go down to the Catacombs area? I don't know what I want to do next. I got all these options, right? I also don't know when I believe I can do the DLC now. I actually believe if I wanted to do the DLC, I could. Because I think I got the item I needed to do it by killing the Golem. So I think I could do the DLC. So I could do that too. Like, there's many options of places that I can go to move on with the DLC and see what I want to do next. So I guess we'll see what happens tonight, how it goes, all right? As I mentioned, tomorrow is my day off. Tomorrow I will not be streaming at all, but it'll be a great opportunity for those who, you know, need to get caught up on various playthroughs, whether it's Metro, whether it's my Jump Force playthrough, Whether it's some of the fun Battle Royale gameplay that I've done with Apex Legends and Black Ops this week, or the chill Subnautica gameplay, whatever it is that, you know, you haven't been caught up on, it'll be a great opportunity tomorrow to get caught up on it, okay? Then, on Thursday, I'll return, and more than likely we'll be alternating with the new releases again, so it'll probably end up being Jump Force again, paired with, excuse me, paired with, what was it that I haven't played in the longest? Now I'm having a brain fart. Oh, Minecraft. That's right. I was like, what is it that I haven't played in a long time? Minecraft. I haven't played it in over a week. So I'll probably end up doing some more chill Minecraft Thursday night. Then on Friday, I'll probably return to Metro. And then Friday night, I'll probably rotate all the chill games. So we'll go all the way back to Black Ops 4 Blackout probably for like Friday night. And it'll kind of be like that, rotating around every day, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, okay? Now, here's what I need to talk to you guys about. I need your input, okay? Here's the deal about the next coming week. The schedule's weird because Kat doesn't get the normal days off she gets. Her schedule's all screwed up. Not really screwed up, but they changed it. So, I have the option of either taking Monday off, which would mean I have tomorrow off and then Monday off right away. So it would be 4 straight days of double streams and I'd have another day off. Or waiting until the Friday after. Now, the Friday after would be March 1st. And I'm okay with that. The problem is March 1st is a new release in Toe Jam and Earl. And I don't know, you know, if I don't play the new release game on release day, will people be upset that I'm not playing it on release day? Also, as you know, I'm now in the midst of all these new releases. I got Metro and Jump Force that I'm playing. And if I only play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, maybe I'll beat Jump Force. Maybe not. I don't know how much longer the story is in that game. And the last thing I want to do is take too much time away. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I think either day, there's negatives. If I take Monday off, it's like I just took a day off, and it's a quick 2 days off. Plus, I'm in the midst of new releases, and it gives you more of a break between the new releases that maybe some people will be upset about. On the flip side of that, if I take Friday off, that's a new release day that I'm not here for. You know what I mean? So either day is kind of like meh, and I don't know which day would be the better option to take off. When the more I think about it, for my own personal reasons, okay, for my own personal reasons, I think I'm leaning towards Monday more. And the reason I say that is because that's a Monday. It's easier for us to have a Monday off and we go out and do stuff. There's less traffic. You know, I'm thinking from a personal side. I know Monday would be a better day off. Friday, that's the day when there's tons of traffic. Everyone's out and about that night. It ends up being super busy. So I'm kind of wondering, gee, maybe Monday would be to make more sense personal-wise. But that doesn't necessarily make sense streaming-wise. You know what I mean? Kenichi just asked, is Apex Legends on the schedule? Yeah, Apex Legends is going to be Sunday. So roughly what the schedule is going to be is Thursday, Jump Force and Minecraft. Friday, Metro Exodus and Black Ops, Blackout. Saturday will be one or the other, either Jump Force or Metro paired with something else. And then Sunday is going to be Apex. So maybe what I can do is Saturday will be Metro and Jump Force, and then Sunday is Apex and Jump Force, and then I could finish Jump Force by Sunday. So then having Monday off isn't so big of a deal, and we can focus on beating Metro, say on like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and pair that with like Dark Souls going on with chill stuff until Friday when Toe Jam and Earl comes out. You know? So maybe that's what I should do. And the other thing is, yeah, a good RPG just said, please take Monday off because I like watching you all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That makes sense too. I get that. A lot of people, their weekend is their time when they can actually watch people stream. And for me to take a Friday off would be, you know, not the perfect timing, right? I hear you. All right. So thank you for your feedback. It seems like most people in the stream chat are saying take Monday off, even though it's 2 days quickly to try to take Monday off. And then, see, I don't even know when my next day off would be because Kat has to look at her next schedule and figure out when the next day off would be. Obviously, we're not going to take Monday and Friday off, right? So whatever the next day off after that Friday is would be my next day off. So, all right, we'll figure it out. But thanks for the feedback. More than likely then, I'll be taking tomorrow off, and then I'll have Monday off too. It is what it is, right? That's life. You got to adjust on the fly sometimes. So we're adjusting on the fly. Just thank goodness we're not in the midst of anything too crazy where people were like, oh my God, he's taking 2 days off. You know, so that's a good thing. Roy King Tree says, don't take Monday off. Instead, take my shirt off and do some body painting. Okay. Mirai Masaki says, the weekends and Friday are when you should stream the most. Monday is when everyone is back at work and least available to watch your stuff. Fair enough. That's a good idea. You know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I'm going to, you know what? Since you guys have been so good to me and usually your advice is good, I'm going to go with it. I think I'm going to have Monday off. I think that makes sense. So I'm glad we had this discussion. Thank you, guys. That actually pretty much solidified my plans. So I'll be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be here for double streams. Every day I'll be trying to, you know, get as far as I can in the new releases with the hopes that I beat Jump Force by Sunday night. Makes sense. All right. Good stuff. Okay. Thanks, guys. All right. So moving forward, hope you guys have fun today on the streams. You know, Metro and, you know, Dark Souls later tonight should be a fun day. Okay. Outside of all that, not much else going on. You know, the discussion about Article 13 continues. Right now, it's in limbo. It'll be lawmakers in the European Union trying to pass this thing. I strongly urge, if you live in the European Union, to contact your parliamentary members who are going to be voting on this thing within the next couple of months to get it shot down, because if Article 13 passes, we're all screwed, literally. All right, so just throwing that out there. In addition, we hit the sub goal yesterday. That means that in the month of March, I absolutely will be doing another retrospective. And we had so much fun with this last one last week. I'm actually very much looking forward to the one in March. It'll probably be, I'm thinking, the third week of March. In fact, that third week of March, basically right before Sekiro comes out, okay? I think I'm going to be doing two special things. Probably this retrospective, and then one day I'm probably going to be doing a special marathon event that's going to be in the hopes of raising funds for my tax situation. As you guys know, I have a very large looming tax payment coming up in April, mid-April. And I need to raise as many funds as possible in order to make this happen. So I think I'm going to be doing a special marathon in March. And I've been taking your feedback, and I'm still taking your feedback. So please, by all means, if you want to see me do a serious marathon, what would you like to see me do? Would you like to see me play a game, a lengthy game like Mass Effect 2 or Shenmue 2? Would you like to see me do a marathon of like a challenge run, like, a platforming challenge? Phil tries to play all the Sonic the Hedgehog original games, or he tries to play all the Donkey Kong Country games back to back. Or would you like to see something completely different? Let me know. Give me feedback. Email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Tweet me, @TheyCallMeDSP. I'm trying to take in as much feedback as possible to motivate people to come check out my stuff that week so that I can try to raise as much as possible for the taxes, okay? So please let me know what you would be interested in. What would be the best marathon for you guys coming up, okay? In addition to that, there's a very strong chance I'll be appearing on a podcast sometime in March, probably around mid-March at this point. I don't have the details hashed out or ironed out. However, it may be an opportunity for exposure for me to a brand new audience, okay? So I'm excited about that. And we'll see how it goes. But there's a very strong chance it'll happen. I will give you more details if and when they become available. Obviously, I would like you guys to tune into that podcast if you can. And what I'm hoping is it'll give me some free promotion at a time when I need a promotion the most. So we shall see, okay? All right. Sound good? All right. There you go. Outside of that, let's see. Outside of that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Really, no. I can't think. Like, nothing is coming to mind at all in regards to, in regards to anything else that I need to really address. I think we're good. Let's do some quick plugs, okay? So, thank you, everyone, for your support. I strongly appreciate you guys, supporting me, especially recently, the last, few weeks, where I needed some help in regards to tipping and everything. You guys were awesome. Thank you very much for that. And, just thanks for everything. If you love what I do, you'll love my streams every single day. You'll love the on-demand videos that I put out on YouTube every single day. You'll want to see me continue to be able to do this in the long term, and you want my legacy, my over 10 years as a content creator, to carry on. there are many ways that you can support my efforts. You can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil, where your monthly pledges, earn you personal perks, ways that I could say thank you and give back to those who pledge. And those perks include things such as getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, or getting your question, getting a private Q&A video made, being able to nominate and vote on special events. All right. In fact, if you become a current patron, all right, you're still going to be able to give me your suggestions on my forums on thekingofhate.com for this next upcoming retrospective event. All right. I already have a big listing of great suggestions, but I'm going to put up another thread where my patrons will be able to suggest things, and that's going to be one of the major sources I'm pulling from when I look at things to do in this retrospective event coming up, okay? So, pretty awesome, all right? Check out my Patreon again, patreon.com/darksidephil, or you could buy something from my Teespring shop, some nice merchandise, great quality stuff, all kinds of logos and designs. In fact, today, I decided to wear a shirt that I haven't worn in a long time. I'm actually wearing my I'm Pressing Button shirt, which typically has to do with fighting games, right? But sometimes in Dark Souls, I say, I rolled or I did this and, it didn't come out or it didn't react. This is one of the many designs that's available over on my Teespring shop. Great quality stuff I can attest to because, as you see, I own a bunch of it. And I've owned this shirt for 2 years, never wore out, nothing, great quality stuff. It's not something that's going to be, crappy and wear out right away. I own a bunch of it, and I can attest to that, okay? So give it a look. If you're here live on the stream and you want to either cheer, sub, or tip to get a shout-out during today's stream, you can. I'll give you a shout-out for any contribution. I really will. All right. Hold on a second here. So, my friends. Yeah, anything. Cheering, subbing, or tipping. Much appreciated, and I will give you a verbal shout-out during today's stream. As you see, the cheering leaderboard updated overnight on Sunday. So, we do have people up on the leaderboard. Okay. But relatively low. I mean, there's a four-way tie for 7th place, and it's only 100 bits. You see what I'm saying? Like, definitely, if you want to get up on that leaderboard, it's very easy to do so today. Okay? Very easy, very accessible to get up on that cheering leaderboard. In addition, I'm doing my normal stream stats, as you can see, top cheer and top tip. And those are categories that I will update when we get a new top cheerer or top tipper, okay? So another way for you to get extra recognition during the course of today's stream. And yes, as usual, I'll be tracking total tips that we've raised for the day, just so people know. It seems like it's a little bit motivating when you can see, there's a tips total and, what are we near or whatever. So that's a good thing. I'm just trying to think outside of all. Oh, by the way, to answer anyone's question before you even ask it, right now, any kind of contributions are all equal and all help me equally. Whether it's, Teespring, whether it's Patreon, whether it's contributions during the stream, any of those, everything's good right now, okay? Everything's good. Everything can help me equally. So go right ahead, and however you would like to contribute, please go right ahead, okay? All right, so now let's get to shout-outs. And actually, I need to refresh because I did not refresh my Muxie, so it is not updated data at all. Yeah, we actually had a few people who contributed overnight. So, first of all, I want to say shout out to Tantamounter, who did 100-bit cheer overnight. Okay. Excuse me. Golden Colts did a 50-bit cheer and said, he said, don't read. Well, I already read. Too late, Golden Colts. Too late. Genetic Gamer cheered. He says, the trolling during Subnautica was unacceptable. It's obvious it's an organized attempt to ruin your business. What can be done to stop these trolls? I don't even know, because honestly, I wasn't paying attention. Like, I don't even know really what the trolling was. I was trying to play the game, and I was trying to build, and I was trying to do stuff that I had never done before. Build the submarine called the Sea Moth, and build the underwater dock for the Sea Moth so that I can upgrade it, and do all these things. And as I was doing it, I saw there were just people doing stupid shit in the stream chat, and I was like, it's just childish shit. It wasn't like, it's like nasty stuff or anything. It was just stupid childish stuff, basically trying to derail. So that as I was trying to actually interact with the viewers who were trying to help me with the game, there were assholes spamming the stream chat trying to fill it up with crap to make it harder to read, okay? But yeah, I mean, what can you do? Not much. You know, moderators were there. I told them to please pay attention. They did, and they moderated. There's not much else you could do. You know, idiots will be idiots. They will come in and do idiotic things no matter what. And that's that. You know, they're just really dumb. I don't know what else to say. So, you know, that being said, you know, it is what it is. You'll always have the morons. And, you know, luckily, it doesn't ever get so out of control that we can't contain it. You know what I mean? It ends up being at least, you know, reasonable, and the mods are here and they help out. So, it, you know, it's fine. I wasn't upset last night playing Subnautica. I was more upset trying to figure out how the hell to line up the stupid buildings underwater. Because it was actually pretty frustrating trying to figure out, how do I line this up? How do I rotate? It didn't even explain how to rotate pipes and stuff. You just had to, like, press every button until you figured out what it was. And then finally I did get it working. But it was pretty frustrating trying to get it going. So, all right. Shout out to Bulletproof, who said, you may think because it's Tetris that Tetris 99 will not be exciting. That's where I have to tell you it's not. It gets intense because not only are you placing the tetromino, I guess that's what people are calling the Tetris pieces now, tetrominos. I didn't even know they had a name. You have people attacking and trying to get KOs. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm still not sold. Like, I just don't see how this game is going to hold even interest for a 2-hour short late night stream. You know, like, I can see myself sitting down maybe an hour playing this and being like, okay, it's Tetris, and people attack you and you attack them, and it's Tetris, you know? Like, and the other thing is with Tetris, you have to be, like, hyper concentrated on Tetris. That's one of those games, especially if you're playing it competitively, which is exactly what Tetris 99 is. It's head-to-head competitive with all these other people. You have to be paying hyper attention to what's going on to try to build up a big Tetris and combo and all of that. That's going to have zero opportunity for interaction. Versus when I do other Battle Royale games, most of them have downtime. You know, most of them have an opportunity where it's kind of boring and dead. And that's good because it allows me to interact with you guys. That's like one of the big attractions of Battle Royale, right? So, to me, it's kind of like, I don't see how this would translate into a good stream. Maybe that's just me and I'm completely wrong. I could be. By the way, apparently there's a Black Ops 4 major update because it just updated on my PlayStation 4 dashboard. So apparently there's a big update for the game today. But anyway, yeah, like, I just don't see realistically how this is going to translate into a good stream. Maybe I'm completely off base and wrong here. But at the same time, there aren't a lot of people asking for it. Let's put it that way. Like, it would be one thing if everyone was like, wow, this is the biggest hype game right now, and you must play it. You're really missing out. I mean, every day I get, like, one person asking me, am I going to play Tetris 99? So, you know, does that realistically have any kind of, does it make any kind of sense? Not really, right? All right, let's move on. So now we're moving on to people who actually contributed while today's stream was live. The first person is Colonel Betha, who subscribed for 7 months and said, Metro hype, I might have to leave later in the stream when you catch up to me. I don't want spoilers. Well, thank you for the sub and support, Colonel Betha. And I hear you. I mean, that's what many people do. You know, they purposely don't watch when I'm at a point in the game where they've reached, but they watch back then later on YouTube or whatever. Or they'll come back to the streams later when they've caught up with me, for example. Which is kind of funny because earlier today, and not that this is not anything negative at all, but a stream chatter, I won't say the person's name just to make sure that they don't get any hate for this because they don't deserve it. It was an honest opinion they were sharing with me in stream chat. They said, Phil, you know, one thing I don't like about how you stream these days is that it takes you a long time to get through new releases. You know, you used to be able to play new releases and beat them within, say, a week. Now it seems like whenever a new release comes out, because you balance that new release with other stuff, these chill streams, you know, Subnautica, Minecraft, Blackout, Dark Souls, Apex, you're doing all this other stuff, it takes you 2 weeks or more to finish a new release, and you used to be the guy who on release day would rush out there and grab the games and play those games and beat them within 2-3 days sometimes, and now you're the guy who, you know, casually plays through the new releases, okay? Well, here's the thing, and this is the truth. Back in the day, I basically got a lot of shit because what people would tell me is I play too many games, that I, instead of taking my time with new releases. Now I'd say this was the era of around 2012 to 2014, maybe even into 2015. This is what people would tell me. They said, Phil, you rush through games too much. You basically buy every new game under the sun, even if it's not a game that's interesting or fun. You just buy every single game and you rush through it. You beat it within 1 to 2 days, okay? And then you rush to the next. There's so many games out there that you play and you only do the main campaign. You don't look for fun side content. Instead, you just kind of just rush through the main campaign, and then a lot of the times you'll review the game without even trying out all the modes. And we feel that this is not right. This is something that you should change. You should, if you really care about games and you care about your job, rather than just putting out maximum video content to make a buck, what you should do is actually try to enjoy the games. Immerse yourself in the game world. Do the side content of the games. Take your sweet time with them so that you can enjoy them. And if that means playing less games, then by all means, pick and choose the games that you'd rather play, okay? And play better games so that you can have a better overall playthrough. This would make sense. Okay? Well, if you guys haven't noticed, over the years, that's exactly what I've done. That's literally the changes that I've instituted have been change my style up. So when a big release comes out that I'm enjoying, take my time to play it and enjoy all of the content of it. Right? Now, here's the truth, is that, with Metro Exodus, perfect example. When I reached the first open world area of Metro Exodus, I could have easily just rushed through it. Rushed to the plot points, do them quick. I probably could have finished that area within 2 hours. But instead, I took my time. I explored. I took over multiple settlements with bandits in them that I didn't need to. I found optional items that gave me optional trophies and optional upgrades and the like. And I spent about 4.5 hours in that area. Okay? So that's really what I've done. If you take a look at my playthroughs now versus how they used to be during that era of, like, say, I don't know, 2011 when I first started doing this for a living, all the way through like 2014, 2015, it's more about quality over quantity. It used to be quantity over quality. I completely reversed my whole mentality, all right, when it came to what I was putting out gameplay-wise on the internet, all right? So, that being said, everything I do today is a balance based on feedback that I've received. And in addition to that, just being honest here, the reason that I balance stuff, all right, is because I want to basically appeal to different audiences. When I'm doing my chill gameplay, so, Minecraft, Subnautica, Blackout to some extent because of all the interactivity and stuff that happens during those streams, I'm not expecting to bring in people who are here to watch new releases. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting to bring in that new release audience. Instead, this is my hardcore audience. They want to chill with me whenever they can and have an opportunity to interact with me whenever they can. It doesn't really matter what game I'm playing. You see what I mean? Those are more time killer / I don't even want to say like busy work games, but games that have such opportunity for people to tell me and help me with how to play those games, but also for me to just have conversations with people. Versus when I'm playing a new release, I don't necessarily have that kind of opportunity. I'm trying to focus on the game a lot. You see what I mean? So by doing this, and it's been about a year now. Since basically this all started with PUBG, if you really think about it. It's been about a year where I've been doing these consistent kind of chill streams. All right? And so that being said, it's been a positive. It's a way for me to fill gaps between new releases. All right. And, you know what I mean? Like, I just think the way that I'm doing it now, the majority of feedback I'm receiving is that the way I do things is a good way to do it. And the thing is, boy, have I cut down on the amount of new games that I play. Just this month alone, right? I didn't play Crackdown 3. I didn't play Fallout New Dawn. I'm not playing Anthem this week. You see what I mean? Like, all these games that I'm basically saying, I'm just skipping them. They don't look good to me. Skip. And I think, overall, being on a stream with me now is a better experience than rather than seeing me. Really what it was back in the day, remember I told you guys I got kind of burnt out? The reason I would get burnt out is because there would be days I'm playing games I'm really not that interested in. I'm like, man, I got to get up. And I got to get over there and I got to grind it out in this game I really don't care about. Basically, it ended up feeling kind of like a 9-to-5 job in a lot of the days when I was playing something I didn't really like. You see what I mean? And, you know, that being said, I definitely think that, you know, it's a much more positive vibe on the streams, too. It's not just about Phil's playing a game to hate on it. Phil's playing a game to shit on it. Phil's playing a game instead to have fun, to enjoy, and to interact. You know what I mean? It's a different feeling. So, there you have it, guys. Excuse me. I just burped, and it was gross. All right, let's continue on. So, Eternal Napalm did 150-bit cheer. That makes Eternal Napalm the top cheer of the day so far. Let's get him up on the leaderboard. Start updating the leaderboards now. Thank you, Eternal Napalm. Android X cheered in regards to me possibly appearing on a podcast. And he says that, be careful, because someone posted on the Drunken Peasants Reddit, which has since been deleted, they planned on luring you in and hammering you on the spot to make you look bad and make you leave. I don't want to see this happen to you. All right, Android. I love the conspiracies. I love them. I fucking love this shit. I do. I just love the insanity of some people and the shit that they make up. All right, just to give you some perspective here. All right, guys. So, there's a podcast out there called The Drunken Peasants, who I guess people have asked them, like, people have brought me up on their podcast, and they don't really know much about me. So, they looked into me, and now they know who I am. And in reality, they publicly invited me to their show on Twitter. They said, can you come and hang out with us and play Street Fighter? All right? Now, think about this. I just want you to think about this. All right? Let's be realistic here. Okay? You're going to invite someone in person to your studio where you do a podcast multiple times a week to play video games. And while they're there, you're going to do nothing but insult them? Like, what? That's why you use your head. Because this is when people just make fucking shit up. It's so stupid, right? Just think about that. Let's get someone to show up in person to play video games, right? Let's play some Street Fighter. Shows up in person, and what we're going to do is rag on them on our show to a live audience. How do you think that exactly would turn out? You know what I mean? Oh, my God. I just don't, this just is silly to me, It's just silly. Absolutely silly. And what the bottom line is that people listen to things and believe shit that's dumb, okay? And the bottom line also is that everyone out there has misconceptions about me, and then some people, wise up. You see what I mean? So there you go. Like, for example, many people on the internet have said things negative about me when they had no idea who I was and had no idea any kind of information about me. And you're absolutely right. I'm well aware that these guys, apparently last year, people were talking about me on their podcast. And they were ragging on me because they didn't know anything. These are, of course, the haters go to their show and talk about me, all right? And then, of course, they're going to rag on the common things that everyone hates on. But there's a difference between just ragging on someone and then actually taking an active interest in someone and saying, man, this is something interesting. Maybe we should give this person a chance. Maybe we do have common interests or whatever. You see what I mean? So the bottom line is, first of all, like I told you guys, nothing is set in stone about anything anyway. Nothing is set in stone whatsoever. What we have now is talks. We're in talks. So what I will do, I will take all of your concerns. I absolutely will. I'll take your concerns to heart, and I will talk to said people. All right. And, and we'll see what happens. All right? We will see what happens. If I'm on the show, great. If it goes well, great. If I'm on a show and it turns out terrible, I can not participate in the said show. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see the big deal. It's just like, I've been around the block. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I've had more than enough assholes who have come out of the woodwork to make fun of me. I've heard it all. I've, put up with all of it. And, you know what I mean? Like, there's no other, just because people may think that there's going to be some kind of negative. I guarantee you, if anything that I'm on, it doesn't matter whose show I'm on or whatever, you're going to have the negative element of assholes who are going to show up. And they're just going to be constantly spamming negativity and saying stupid shit and bringing up negative shit. You know what I mean? So, it's not that big. For me, I don't think it's a big deal. I don't. What I see is positive potential. But some people only see the negative. Oh my God, Phil's going to show up somewhere and get attacked. Well, it could happen. You're right. It could happen. And what's the big deal? It'll just be the same shit I've heard a million times. You know what I mean? And I can just say, okay, well, this wasn't worth my time. Goodbye. And that's the end of it. No big deal. Right? But anyway, I will take all of your concerns under advisement. All right? I will. And I will speak to the parties that be. And we will see. At this point, nothing has been 100% agreed to at all. As I said, I'm still in talks. I don't have anything settled yet. I was hoping that maybe this would be something, around March-ish, mid-March maybe. That would make sense to try to get more exposure right before some special events. We'll see. I'll talk to them about it and we'll go from there. Fair enough? All right. You guys are so concerned. All right. Genetic Gamer Cheer says, how do you think you worked harder when you were on the top of YouTube or now when you live stream? It's a different kind of work. The definition is different in my opinion. Back then, it felt more like a grind. Like, for example, getting up every day, putting out some, 8+ hours of gameplay content every single day, and then having to micromanage. Let me tell you, back then, uploading the videos to YouTube was a chore. You had to upload the videos and then sit there and fucking babysit. Because constantly, there would be issues with these things. Where it would error out. The settings wouldn't save. The video would upload, but then it would never process. It was like, not only would you do 8 to 10 hours of gameplay, then you'd have to sit there for and by the way, it took much longer to upload videos back then too. And it wasn't because of my internet, it was because YouTube servers were slow. So you're talking, play for 8 hours, and then it takes 6 hours to upload said videos. So it was like a chore. You know what I mean? Honestly, it felt a lot more like just annoying busy work back then, okay? But there were positives. The positives back then of doing it completely offline, no live stream, was that I made my own schedule. I basically could record whenever I wanted. I could upload whenever I wanted. As long as I got those videos up within a time period of, say, 24 hours from the release of a game, everyone would be happy. And even though some days it would be a little bit later, basically I could take breaks, right? I could film for 20 minutes and then take a fucking 20-minute break if I wanted, I could take a break to eat whenever I wanted. All of a sudden I start getting hungry. Oh man, I'm taking my break now. I've got to eat. I'm starving, That kind of thing. Whenever I use the bathroom, I could use the bathroom whenever I wanted. You see what I mean? There were some days, I'll be honest, there were games I didn't like, and I'd be like, it would be hard to stomach playing the game. So I would play the game for 15 minutes, take a break. Play another 15 minutes, take a break. I just had to do that because the game sucked. You know what I mean? So it was a different experience. It's definitely a different experience because now, even though I would say what I do on stream, I enjoy a hell of a lot more than what I used to do on YouTube. I do. This doesn't feel like a chore at all. This is just me enjoying games and sharing those experiences with you guys and having fun conversations. It's good stuff. It's positive stuff. But that being said, all that being said, for me, it's a little tougher because I do have to adhere to a schedule. I have to get a stream up and running by a certain time. I have to monitor said stream to make sure everything's good and make sure everything's up and running properly. If I have to use the bathroom, I have to take a break. You know what I mean? Which makes everyone wait. You have to worry about losing an audience when you take breaks and the like. I have to try to do a variety of stuff to keep you guys occupied. I didn't have to do that. Back in the day, it was whatever I played, I knew I was going to get views. Now I have to try to do a variety of content to keep people hooked, to keep people occupied, and have people coming by and having fun on the streams. I can't just do this, play the same game for 5 days straight. It's going to die out. You know what I mean? There's a lot more to it now. There's a hell of a lot more to it. So I'll let you, in my opinion, today I enjoy what I do a lot more, okay? But at the same time, I do feel it's more difficult to do what I do now than what I used to do. What I used to do was just play a game, record with impromptu commentary over it, take breaks constantly, and just make sure the video's uploaded. What I do today, in my opinion, is a lot more challenging. I have to entertain an audience, right? I have to entertain you guys. I have to make sure that you're engaged and having fun, and there's a reason why you're here and still here and not getting bored within 5 minutes and taking off and running out the door. You see what I mean? I got to juggle. By the way, back in the day, this is another big factor. Back in the day, I just put the videos out, the money rolls in, right? I put the videos out, ad revenue was super high, out the wazoo, money rolls in, I'm done. As long as I played a game that day, I know I'm good. Today, it's like, damn, I have to make sure to engage and to make sure that people are entertained so that they'll contribute via a stream, because my contributions are not based on ad revenue and views. They're based on you guys enjoying the content and willingly giving. It's a very different situation. And so I would say, yeah, what I do now is tougher. Definitely, I would say that, okay? Sound good? Okay. All right, Rob Warren tipped me $10. He says, all caught up, ready to go. Thank you, Rob. You are the top tipper of the day, and you were the first tipper of the day, so let's get you up on the leaderboard here. Thank you, Rob. Good to see you, as always. I received an anonymous dollar tip, and they said that you can't make as much ad revenue on YouTube if you rush through a game. It's a win-win situation for the streamer and the audience. I don't necessarily know what you mean by that. And the reason I say that is, I guess what you're thinking is, well, if you rush through a game, there's less videos. Less videos means less ad revenue. For me, that's not the case. No matter what, I'm going to be putting out the same amount of gameplay every day on YouTube anyway. You see what I mean? Like, no matter what, even if I rush through a game, there's another game to get to. See? So for me, no. Rushing through games had nothing to do with money or ad revenue or anything like that. A lot of people used to accuse me of that. Phil rushes through releases so he can get to the next release to put out more videos and make more money. That wasn't the case at all. Because no matter what, whether I took my time with the game or whether I played a new release, it was still going to be the same amount of videos. So logically, what these people were saying didn't make any sense. But they would always try to figure something out, make something up to insult me, right? That's how these people are. So it is what it is. Android, thank you for the cheer. I already addressed that. Genetic Gamer Charity says, I'm against you going on that podcast. I think they're influenced by Twitter trolls and detractors. All right, fair enough. Like I said, I will take all of your concerns to heart. Listen, I'm getting wiser in my old age. I know, 36 years old. In my old age, I'm getting wiser, and so I'm listening to your feedback, and I'm getting a vibe that you guys think that maybe this isn't a good idea. So fair enough. I will weigh and balance. I'll talk to the people. We'll have more discussions before anything becomes 100% set in stone or anything like that. Okay? Sound good? All right. Oblivion Wing tipped me $5. It's just a little something as thanks for the super chill Subnautica stream yesterday. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much, Oblivion Wing, for the $5 tip. That is appreciated. We're now up to $16 in tips, which is great. Yeah, Subnautica, excuse me. Subnautica's getting better, in my opinion, because at this point now, I'm, 6 hours in? And now I have the ability to start to build these bigger things. I got a big underwater base. Where I could dock my vehicle. If I find more resources, I can upgrade the vehicle significantly. It's kind of cool now because now I can investigate areas that previously I couldn't investigate. But what I really need to do, I think the major thing that's going to open up the game for me is going to be being able to recharge my sub. Because right now I don't have the ability to recharge the sub. And what I'm nervous about is running out of power cells for the thing. And then, being stranded. So what I need to do is I think next time I play Subnautica, which will probably be around this weekend, I'm thinking, try to figure out a way to recharge the sub easily. And then once that's figured out, I think we're pretty much good to go for open exploration. The next thing I need to also do is I need to find a cutter tool, because there's been a few areas where I can't get in. I find a ship or I find something, I can't get inside because I don't have a cutter tool to cut it open to get inside and investigate. So once I get this cutter tool, I think I'll be able to board the Aurora, which is the big spaceship that crashed, and I'll be able to do other very important things. You know, so, you know, we'll see. I am digging Subnautica. It's definitely different from Minecraft, that's for sure. It's a pretty fun game, in my opinion, and it's really fun because you guys are helping me. Without your help, I'd probably be frustrated to shit and hate it, but because you guys are helping me out with figuring out how to do it, it's actually been quite entertaining, so looking forward to more. Okay? All right. All right, so anything, let's see. No, that's it. That's all the contributions so far today. Let's check sub count and see how we're doing. $523. Okay. Okay. So, 523 subs. Thanks to everyone who did sub. Don't worry, we did hit the sub goal, and we're still doing the retrospective event next month regardless. No problems there. I guess what I'll do to end the pre-stream, let's go ahead and let's do some shout-outs. Okay? Shout-outs for those who have cheered this week so far. Let's do the top 10 cheer contributors of the week, starting with a triple tie for 8th place between Skigs4, Kula, and Abigail Ryfinger. So thank you guys for the cheering. Then we have a tie for 6th between Omnipotent Swaggins and Genetic Gamer. In 5th place, we've got Real Talk Play Apex. Excuse me. In 4th place, we've got Timbo Slice. In 3rd place, we've got BWT56. In 2nd place, we've got Eternal Napalm. And in 1st place, we got Infinite 55. So thank all of you so far for your contributions this week. Much appreciated. Let's jump back into Metro and let's have some fun. Fair enough? All right, let's end the pre-stream and let's return to Metro. Very nice. And let's continue. All right.